Hello internet world, welcome to my review of the Orbi RBE973. This is part of the new RBE970 series. The 3 means that what I've got here is the 3-pack of units, so the triple pack. This was very kindly sent in to me free of charge by the manufacturer. No money's changed hands. They haven't asked me to say anything in particular. I'm simply sharing my opinion of what is one of the most advanced Wi-Fi 7 mesh systems available so that you can make an informed buying decision. So as I mentioned earlier, this is the RBE973. This is the S, which stands for silver. There is also a black version available as well. And this is a 3-pack. You get one main router and then 2 additional satellites in this rather impressive box. And you can see that I've actually positioned my main router up high on a shelf because Wi-Fi signals drop, so the higher the better. And then the other 2 satellites I've positioned, one on the same floor as the main router and then one on another floor in the building. And all of them connected absolutely perfectly. The app that you use to connect these walks you through the installation, and I had everything out of the box, installed, all the cabling done, so powered up and connected and set up through the app in around about 12 to 15 minutes. It was all set up and running, so very impressive setup procedure for these. Now some specifications for you. So as I mentioned earlier, this is the RBE973S. You get up to 27 gigabytes per second streaming speed, up to 10,000 square feet of Wi-Fi coverage on this 3-pack. You also get a 1 gig internet port, and you also get 1 year of NETGEAR Armor, which sort of scans your network for sort of safety really and security. So really good that you get that included for 1 year. Now Wi-Fi 7 is 2.4 times approximately faster than Wi-Fi 6. You also get much lower latency, and this is quad band as well. So we've got a dedicated backhaul and also enhanced 5 gigahertz and 6 gigahertz bands. Now the main router, which I'll show you now, this is the main connectivity to the outside world, is packed full of extra ports. So we've got a sync button on the back, a reset button as well, which is recessed in a little pinhole, and then you get 4 2 gigabits per second Ethernet ports for wired connections, so you can connect things wired to this as well. You also get a 10 gigabits per second Ethernet port for really fast connection or wired backhaul, and then you also get the 10 gigabits per second internet port as well, which is going to connect to your main modem router. And then of course the last input on the main router is the actual power. So inside this box, because this is a 3-pack, you get 3 power supplies inside the box. So let's take a little look at one of the units. Now I showed you the back of the main router. This is one of the satellites. This is the one I've got positioned on the 2nd floor of my building, and it's a really substantial looking unit, as you can see here. Really nicely designed. This is the silver, or let's call it the white version. There is also a black version available as well. On the top here we've just got some sort of ventilation for heat dissipation. It's a really nice design. On the bottom here we've got some details about the satellite, and also 2 threaded mounts. You can actually get some brackets for these and mount them onto wall brackets if you want to. There's also obviously rubberized foot on the bottom here as well, so if you're standing on a table, desk or bookshelf, then it's absolutely fine. And then on the back panel, this is obviously similar to the main router but with less ports. So we've still got the sync button that I mentioned earlier just here. We've still got the reset switch. It's recessed into this little tiny pinhole, and on each satellite you've got 2 2.5 gigabit per second Ethernet ports, and then the 1 10 gigabit Ethernet port down the bottom here, and then the input for the power supply. So less ports than the main router, but still very useful connectivity. Now in my particular setup, I've got my main router connected to my modem, and then I've got my second satellite. This is the third one, but I've got the second satellite connected wired, and then I've got this third one connected wirelessly. So the only thing that's plugged into this third one is the input for the power supply. Now inside each box, and there is a reason for this particular design, is we've got a new antenna design, so really powerful coverage, and it says on the specs 360-degree Wi-Fi coverage. I'll talk to you about what I've experienced very shortly. So we've got this whole home coverage. We've got the capability of streaming 4K and 8K video conferencing, up to 200 devices connected at the same time. And then I also mentioned that you get NETGEAR Armor. And what that does is it's software that provides automatic security for your Wi-Fi and connected devices. And what I've noticed is through the app, when something connects to my Wi-Fi network, for example, my NAS device, I'll get a little notification on the app saying that it has scanned it. So NETGEAR Armor has checked that device, and if there's any vulnerabilities. In my case, it's been absolutely fine. And you get 1 year of subscription included when you purchase this of NETGEAR Armor. And then I assume when it's coming near to expiry, you will get a notification in the app just asking you if you want to subscribe for a further year. So this is the Netgear Orbi app, and this is the app that you use to actually set up your Wi-Fi network. Very, very easy, as I mentioned earlier, to set up your network, and then this allows you also to monitor your network as well. It's really nicely set out. We've got a device manager here which will show you all of the devices you've got connected, either wired or wirelessly. We've also got a security tab just here which says network protected, and it will actually show you how many devices have been scanned and what changes you could make to your network to improve network security. So it's just a really nice dashboard to see the overall health of your network. That's really nice. I do like that a lot. There's also notifications in the top corner here, and this tells you about vulnerability reports. So when it's actually run a scan on your network, you can look at that report and see what it's found. We've got internet speed here, so upload and download, and you can actually go into here and run a speed test. In fact, let's do that now. It probably won't be as fast as here, purely because I've got one of the satellites disconnected, but this will test the upload and download speeds, and you can also go into the history of previous tests that you've run. And you can see here we've got an upload speed of 108 megabits per second, which is really good. And then it will run through this a few times before switching to the download test, and then it will give you an end result of your network speed. So let's take a look. This is powered by speed test, and here we go. We're going on to download to 967 megabits per second on the download, and this is connected wirelessly, this phone, but it's testing the actual sort of wired connection from the main router, or at least I assume that's what it's doing. But that's a really good result. 946 on the down, 108 on the up. And then let's go back one panel. We've got parental controls. We can also look at a network map, and this gives you a really nice look, sort of an overview of your overall network. So we've got the internet connection to the outside world. We've got the main router just here, and then we've got the two satellites, one which is plugged in and obviously connected, and then the one you're seeing on my desk here. And then if we take another look at this screen here, we've got Wi-Fi settings on the right, we've got guest Wi-Fi, and also a traffic meter option as well. So I've been using this for around about a week to 2 weeks now, and I've been very, very impressed. On average, there are around about 40 devices connected wirelessly to the system, and approximately about 10 or 12 connected wired as well. And I have had absolutely zero issues. A very, very stable connection wirelessly, and a really good range as well. Now don't forget I mentioned this is the 3-pack, and it's really given me whole home coverage with no dropouts at all. And I've been very, very impressed with the signal strength, even in the hard to reach room, which is where this one is placed. I'm getting full signal strength and really fast throughput speeds. I'm really also impressed with the software that I showed you on the phone. The overall setup, absolutely flawless, really easy to set up and very, very easy to understand. This is packed full of features that even I haven't delved into yet, but as it stands, my experience has been absolutely superb and I can really recommend this. It is a big investment, but if you use the internet every single day and you rely on it and you want a reliable and secure system, I can definitely recommend the Netgear Orbi. If you want to purchase one of these for yourself, please do check out the links down in the video description. If you enjoyed my video, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, of course, and I'll see you in another video very, very soon.